16. Therapy. A few days later, I find myself in the cozy, secluded offices of a licensed therapist. I picked the most attractive candidate from a list of therapists that my ex had given me, mostly out of spite, but also I couldn't resist the urge to surreptitiously flirt with a woman who was being paid to listen to me. That word got me. Sorry, guys. She is thick, bosomy, with long, wavy black hair and an Om tattoo. She is hot in a motherly sort of way. I want to curl up in her lap and drool on her thighs. So, what brings you in? She asks, looking at me with that intense eye contact that only years of attending spiritual retreats can produce. I think I have a girl addiction, I say. Explain. Well, I just went through a breakup, and I know I need time to be alone or heal or whatever, but right now all I want to do is download Reddit and flirt with girls and fuck one as soon as I possibly can. Can I ask why Reddit? I don't know. It's the easiest way to find people to sext with. And why sexting? Why not go out on dates and try to sleep with girls for real? She asks. I wonder if I can somehow finagle her into sleeping with me. Maybe if I am open and honest enough, it will turn her on. I mean, I want that too, but there's something about sexting. It's safer, less messy. You can ghost girls and not feel bad about it. Plus, I like having a chain of unread messages from girls on my phone, on Reddit, Tinder, Snapchat, Instagram. As long as I have those unread messages, I know I'm going to be all right. Every time I feel the vibration of a new message, it's like a hit of heroin. It means I wasn't ghosted. It means I have one of them on the hook and I'm safe. The vile truth comes spilling out of me. When I get rejected by a girl, it just sends me into the spiral where I need to get the approval of another. I need to have another girl on the hook in order not to feel that pain. And I know what you're going to tell me to do. You're going to tell me to feel the pain, but I don't think I can. I'm driving myself crazy denying myself girls, and I'm afraid that if I sleep with someone now, new, I'm just going to end up in another dysfunctional relationship. And you've always done that, haven't you? Just gone searching for another girl to fill the void? Yeah, definitely. It just felt like the most natural thing in the world, but now I realized I can't control it or stop it. I think it's a problem. Well, you're right in that it's a compulsive distraction, just like drugs or alcohol, but this one goes a little deeper and a little harder to heal. Relationships are modeled to us since infancy. We think that being with a partner is the only way to be a successful adult. Plus, the sexual drive is biological. It can rarely be wiled away. God, she is hot when she explaining compulsive distractions. In a way, your addiction is harder than what you would think of as more of a serious addiction like cocaine or heroin, she continues. At least with those, if you cut them out of your life, you never have to see them again if you don't want to. But in your case, there's no way to engage the world without interacting with women. If you ever hope to have a healthy relationship one day, you're going to have to confront this addiction. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stop. I told myself I wouldn't pursue any women romantically or sexually for the next 6 months, and I literally flirted with a girl on the street on my way here. I feel like I'm going crazy, like I need to move into a monastery or something. Can I make an observation? Sure. I don't think girls are your real addiction. Then what is? I ask. Do you find that you often make these agreements with yourself, ones that are very difficult to keep? Yes, but it's like a willpower thing and a self sufficiency thing, an ego thing. I mean, and how has this ego thing gone for you so far? I guess not that great. If you want to know my opinion, I assume you do since you're paying to see me. I think you're doing yourself a lot more harm by denying yourself women than by simply indulging in an urge. People with baseline levels of trauma tend to engage in addictive behaviors. Just when you thought, just when you just went through a breakup, and breakups can be very traumatic experiences. By whipping yourself for not perfectly following through with your resolution, you're only adding to that baseline level of trauma, which makes it even more likely that you'll indulge in those very behaviors that you're trying to suppress. So, what are you saying? I'm saying you could use a heavy dose of going easy on yourself right now. You're in a lot of pain, which is why it's even more important that you relate to yourself with grace and compassion. By denying yourself this thing that your soul so clearly wants right now, it is only inflicting more pain on yourself. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is the fastest path to overcoming your addictions is by simply allowing yourself to have them. The fastest path to overcoming my addictions is simply by allowing myself to have them. I repeat, struggling to understand the foreign concept. Emotions just want to be felt. If you can honor and be grateful for difficult emotions such as anger or jealousy, in your case, lust, then you can allow it to move through you, freeing up the space for new feelings and experiences in your life. It is the judgment that keeps us stuck. Tell me, have you ever given yourself full permission to just be? Fuck no. I could always be better, healthier, happier, and more productive. You see, that's the biggest lie of the self-growth world. We're not here to hack our minds into being these super happy, productive members of society. We're here to allow in all of life a lot of time, which means not being happy. My advice to you is to go home and whatever comes up for you, just let it be without judgment. But what if I'm just like a horrible person? The best way to become a horrible person is by trying not to be one. Every time you shame a part of yourself, it doesn't go away. It just goes down to the basement to do push ups. The next time it comes up, it'll be even stronger. That's what Jung called the shadow. So, how do I get rid of the bad parts of myself without judging or shaming them? Love them. It's the only option. What? Just like that? Just just hit up a bunch of girls, sleep around, and tell myself what a great, amazing job I'm doing? Essentially, yes. If you can love yourself in the act of doing something you've previously thought was wrong, you break the loop. Love is a cheat code. The fastest path to overcoming my addictions is by simply allowing myself to have them. I say again, the full weight of the revelation bearing down on me. Exactly.